Welcome to our 2020 annual luncheon. It has been so long since we've all gathered, and this just feels so wonderful to have you all here. As is customary, while I don't want to really interrupt your lunch, it is customary for us to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. So we can all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Again, welcome and thank you to all of you for attending either in person or virtually, a new way to do this. We are so grateful to you, our members and guests, and a special shout out to our Board of Directors and Executive Council who have agreed to take on an extra year. As is often said, we are better together, and this is surely true of this group. I would also like to recognize our dignitaries who are with us, Commissioners Marian Moskowitz, Michelle Kickline, Josh Maxwell, and virtually Senator Carolyn Comita and Senator Tim Kearney. I would now like to turn it over to our fearless leader and fearless president, Laurie Ryan, who will give a shout out to a lot and also give us a State of the Union.
Thank you, Fran. Thank you, everybody, for being here, live and in person. If someone told me a year ago that I would be excited for a full ballroom of 40 socially distanced people in masks at the 2021 Annual Review Luncheon, I would have called them crazy. The Chamber was on a roll. In the first 11 weeks of 2020, we had planned and executed 15 events, including Exton's biggest happy hour, Pints with a Purpose at Locust Lane Brewery. We had 22 new members join the Chamber, double what we had the year prior, and well on our way to meet the 400-member goal for the year. Some of you are in the room today. If you want to raise your hand, because I see about 6 of you that joined in the beginning of 2020, and I'm sure there's a lot of you virtual as well. We were doing what the Exton Chamber does best, providing the environment and opportunities for connections, or hashtag Connextons, the types of connections that build ideas into businesses, startups into powerhouses, and people into communities. As always, we did it through fun, celebratory, and informative events, all with a networking component. Then it all changed. Regardless of the industry, in the region, the state, the country, everyone and everything was required to pivot or perish. Information, collaboration, and persistence became paramount. My time in the initial days of the shutdown was spent in meetings with other chambers locally and throughout the state, with the Restore Chester County Task Force, government officials, and our board chair, Fran Shaw. I gathered as much information as possible to share with our members and the community at large. If we weren't creating a webinar or a white paper regarding need-to-know information, we had members who did, and we shared their expertise through our many channels. I didn't even know what I didn't know. CARES Act, EIDL, PEUC, PPP, PPP, PPE, live stream, Zoom, the real color of my hair. But these people know the real color of my hair. But we learned and together helped each other. Stories began to emerge, great stories of partnerships and perseverance amid the fear and uncertainty. Stories like bankers working around the clock to make sure their small business customers filled out loan applications properly, of hotels opening up their empty space to host blood drives or to house the homeless or domestic violence victims who couldn't stay in shelters, of commercial cleaners cleaning essential worker vehicles and supporting struggling businesses by disinfecting a store at no cost, of marketing companies and real estate agents providing exposure for small businesses and restaurants, about food drives where restaurants and caterers, struggling mightily themselves, provided meals for their community and essential workers. So many stories of lending a hand, but more importantly, these were stories of resilience and collaboration. The larger chamber community was like a rising tide, lifting all boats, whether yours was dry or leaking. Regardless of the challenges that the shutdown caused, chamber members realized the need to get back our strength, what makes us different. Building connections. Virtual happy hours and ribbon cuttings replaced live ones. Socially distanced lunch bunches were planned to support member restaurants and allowed for needed face-to-face interaction. The YP Council pivoted from happy hours to community food collections and toy drives. In the Know for MPOs and Exton networking events moved to a virtual platform so that members could stay connected. When it started to get warmer, the ability to gather safely presented itself. Those who wanted to meet in person did, with the realization that the annual dinner or casino night would unlikely be held successfully in person. The Special Events Council was formed to create physically distanced but socially connected events. These events were sponsored by our 2020 gold sponsors, First Resource Bank, My Benefit Advisor, and Miller's Insurance. The council, comprised of dedicated individual event committee members and other sponsors, helped us to make these ideas realities. This series of fun but safe, small, and physically distanced events were a more formalized way to connect. Also a plus, we now know who to pick for our chamber cornhole team. You know who you are. The golf outing committee, chaired by Lou Oswald from Oswald Building Services, wouldn't let a little pandemic or even a hurricane prevent the twice postponed Crossroads Cup golf outing presented by Easy Peasy Cleaning. A great time was had by the full field who participated at the Downingtown Country Club in late October. The committee is back at it again and have secured the date of Monday, May 24th for the 2021 Crossroads Cup golf outing, again presented by Easy Peasy Cleaning. I am also very excited to announce that the annual dinner, catered by John Surratt Catering, will be held at Loch Erie Mansion this year, the evening of Thursday, September 23rd. Please, commissioners, keep that date in mind. Jeff Devlin from Schoolhouse Woodworking will be the keynote speaker. And the Casino Night Committee, chaired by Diana Mattingly from First Resource Bank, will be planning the casino night for mid-November. Get ready, party people, for more information by the end of February. You can bet on a great night of fun and fake gambling. And Leadership Ripple Effect, expected to be live in October of 2020 at the Movie Tavern, has now pivoted to a 6-month series presented by Seepser Eye Care. Each month, registrants get a link to watch an inspirational speaker and meet virtually for a video chat with members of the ERCC and Women's Business Connection. The next speaker, Bonnie St. John, is available tomorrow, and the discussion will be led on Tuesday by Maria O'Connell, you're virtual, I know, from Express Employment Professionals. Visit ercc.net or our Facebook page for more information. The Exton Chamber is different from other area chambers. Not only are we member-led and staff facilitated, but without the passion the members have for their community, the chamber may have simply and quietly paused until things return to normal. Even with all that was facing their worlds, homeschooling and remote work, constant video meetings, inventing virtual fundraisers, or even pivoting their event business in a lockdown, Exton Chamber members rose to the new challenge. Allow me to shamelessly plug the groups that are the reason we will be celebrating our 50th anniversary in February 2022. The Exton Chamber Board of Directors and the Executive Council, faithfully led by Fran Shaw from Miller's Insurance, never gave up and led the Chamber wisely through uncertain times. The Ambassador Council continued to step up despite no live events for nearly 5 months. How do you share the love with no live events? Their willingness to make connections despite the preferred desire to meet in person was amazing. As chair, Joe Pomorski of Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union led the group, who continued to look for ways to connect with members. Their impact was remarkable. They planned and executed a Meet the Chamber cornhole event at the Hilton Garden Inn in October that generated new members. Additionally, the ambassadors are a huge part of the success of the now virtual, member-only Exton networking group. Thanks to Jessica Berger from U Financial for her dedication to the group as head of the steering committee for the past 2 years. They meet the second and fourth Tuesday of every month via Zoom and until such time as we can meet again in the Exton Square Mall. We look forward to once again holding many fun events and meetings in our large, bright office. Heck, we might even have a cornhole tournament with the new ERCC boards donated by Bill McHugh of Moyer Indoor Outdoor. I know I can count on board member Amy Stout from S&T Bank to organize the teams and keep score. The Government Affairs Council, led by Dave Harrington of Brickhouse Environmental, had 2 successful live events in the beginning of 2020 and have continued to meet virtually each month. The Council is excited to get back to connecting with local municipalities and the county to provide even more information that will help our members as the recovery phase continues. The Nonprofit Council, chaired by Bill Friedman of Blue Dog Printing and Design, is supported by a very active council of nonprofit and for-profit members. The interactive educational series, In the Know for NPOs, presented by the Leland Leadership Group, will continue to support Chester County NPOs. They strive to provide even more benefits to our nonprofit members through connections, exposure, and support. New members joined the core group of the YP Council of the ERCC and continues to support emerging leaders in the Chamber and the region. Kelly Clark of Express Employment Professionals is the chair of this council. Stay tuned for Clubhouse and YP LinkedIn group. We encourage you to promote this group to the emerging leaders in your companies. Jim Stewart from Your Local Network and Cassie Dalmas from Central Penn Insurance co-chaired the Marketing Council this year. The support of this council to the Chamber was tremendous. Great ideas to keep the Chamber front of mind included member Facebook Lives, COVID-19 supported blog posts by Margarita Amplo of MCA Consultants, now open weekly features showcasing how our members pivoted during the pandemic, support from Your Local Network to improve the Chamber's Google My Business listing, the Buy Everything program over the holidays, and suggestions to spread the good word of the Chamber. I am happy to report also that the new website, put on pause for 2020, will be live within a couple of weeks. I presented it to the board this morning, and we're all excited. Stay tuned for extonregion.chamber.com. We're going away from ercc.net, which will connect businesses, visitors, and consumers alike to information about the Exton region. New for 2021 will be monthly virtual Lunch and Learns and advisory support groups. On the second Thursday of each month, a member will present a valuable topic at this free event, followed by interactive discussion and breakouts. First up on February 11th will be Jeff Tincher from 610 Digital, who will present on digital marketing. Also new for 2021 are advisory support groups, or ASGs. Board members Spencer Dean from ServEquip and Ben Zajac from Simone Zajac have initiated the first groups meant to provide a new level of support and guidance for Chamber members. Please contact the Chamber to learn more about this new and valuable resource available to all members. Serving on a council or committee is a great way to network, showcase your talents, open new business opportunities, and build lasting relationships. Visit ercc.net right now to learn more about the councils and committees and when they meet. We are blessed with members who roll up their sleeves, work behind the scenes, and collaborate to make the region better. While there are only 40 of you in the room today, I know most of you are involved in one way or another. Please, whether you are here in person or watching on YouTube, please look at the camera. And if you were involved on a committee, council, or as a board member in 2020, please stand. I know you're here. Stand, people. I am so grateful and honored to work beside you. For me, it was a humbling year that finished strong. Businesses and organizations supporting members and non-members in the community by shopping local, by paying membership dues for businesses and organizations hardest hit, by sponsoring events, even if virtual or not the usual attendance, or for just showing up for one more Zoom meeting. I thank you for demonstrating, despite impossible circumstances, what makes the Exton Region Chamber of Commerce not just a group of businesses, but a community. We have some exciting things in store for 2021 and beyond. Because of you, the Exton Region Chamber will continue to serve members with renewed focus on recovery for all businesses, not just chamber members, with an emphasis on everything local. Thank you for being here today, for watching online, and for your continued support. Thank you for being here. I have a habit of clapping for myself, sorry. So now we move along in the program. This is all what I get excited for every year because I have the honor today of presenting the President's Award. And this award is never easy because I just explained to you and just shouted out a couple of the names of the people who have exemplified outstanding commitment and dedication to the Chamber's mission, values, vision, and values. So it's always hard for me to choose. And some of what sets this gentleman apart is similar to many of you here. From the moment he joined in the summer of 2018, this gentleman was a true ambassador and champion for the Chamber. You will find him at every live event and is a regular contributor at Exton Networking Group. He encourages every business he meets at other networking events to join the Exton Chamber because of the connections made here and counsels them in ways to maximize their investment. He has brought in a number of new members, including one just this week. From the beginning, he partnered with us and increased exposure for the Chamber and its members. This support has continued during the pandemic as his business pivoted to Google My Business and other marketing support. I can count on him to either say, "That's not going to work," or "Sure." Luckily, he said, "Sure," to co-chairing the Marketing Council and joining the Board of Directors this year. Besides the marketing support he provides businesses in the region, he also happens to be a pretty awesome brewmaster as well. So if you haven't guessed it yet, this year's winner of the President's Award is Jim Stewart of your local network. There you go, sir.
Thank you very much.
Want to say a couple words?
Sure.
No? What did I get myself into?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I think I've gotten way more out of the chamber than I've given. Love this chamber, the relationships I've made, the clients that I've gotten, the number of businesses that now I am a client or customer for that I've met through this chamber. It's just been amazing. And I think the best thing about it is just in the 2.5 short years I've been with it, the number of friends I've made through this chamber. I couldn't be happier with where I'm at, and I'll continue to support it as best I can.
Thank you, Jim. You just stand over there for a couple minutes. Thank you. I'd like to bring up Fran Shaw now and what he said. Thank you, Jim. I'd like to bring up Fran Shaw now to present the Chairman's Award.
The other thing I have to share about Jim is if you're on LinkedIn, he has Dad's Daily Jokes. And my father has come to really appreciate those, that when I walk in the door, he says, "Do you have another joke for me?" So thank you, Jim, for everything. Now, I would like to present the Chairman's Award that, again, is given annually to a member who is in good standing and also serves on the Board of Directors of the Exton Region Chamber of Commerce. They also are recognized for outstanding commitment, dedication to the Chamber's mission, vision, and values. And as Laurie indicated, this is such a tough decision because there are so many worthy candidates. I wish I could give it to all of you, but I gotta pick one. I would like to present this award. I'm not gonna keep you in suspense. I'm gonna go right for it. I would like to present this award to Courtney Babcock, who is Director of Sales for the Chester County Conference and Visitors Bureau. We all know this past year has been difficult for the hospitality industry, but Courtney has always put her best foot forward and comes with energy and enthusiasm to help the ERCC. Even before serving her first term as director in 2020, she exhibited her desire to serve and wanted to know how best to contribute to the Chamber's mission. She's an active participant of the annual dinner committee that then pivoted to the Special Events Council during the pandemic. Courtney has offered her expertise and access to connections freely and supported a successfully physically distant, socially connected event series. Can't say that fast. She can be found at most events and is there to support, set up, and clean up. I think she was the first one to register for this event. And she was here when I got here. She was also quick to volunteer as secretary at board meetings, among other things, and offer support and guidance during the challenges of 2020. It's hard to believe that I've only known her just a bit over a year, but I can tell you she has helped my role as chairperson and has just made it that much easier, and is just such a has strong support for the mission of the Chamber. Thank you for everything you do, all your love for this Chamber. We couldn't do it without all of you, but you were just so special. Sorry, gotta put the mask back on. Sorry, Courtney, let me get this out of here.
I didn't want to see it.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you very much. Do I have to say something?
Do I have to say? Yeah, you have to, just a little something.
So I'm really shocked because I always feel like I'm not doing enough. It's been a tough year for everyone, especially the tourism industry. So I will say this year, helping with the chamber events, I was probably most involved this year than I have ever been, and really made some great connections and has kind of helped me get through this year, I have to say, because it wasn't easy, but I'm looking forward to next year and future experiences here with the Exton group. Thank you. And it's really hard not to hug you people right now. Hold on.
The mask does add a whole new dimension to this now, doesn't it? I would ask our commissioners, actually, I think we're going to do a video message first, so, and we'll call up our dignitaries in a moment.
Hello, friends. I'm State Senator Carolyn Committa. I'm sorry I can't be with you together in person, but it's my pleasure to be with you virtually for the annual Review Luncheon. I want to thank the Exton Region Chamber of Commerce and all of you for your ongoing efforts during what has been a very challenging year. Please know that as your state senator, I understand the significant hardships endured by the business community due to this pandemic. I deeply appreciate the sacrifices we are all making to combat this deadly virus, and I continue to work to give small businesses the resources, support, and flexibility that they need to fully recover. Like you, I am hopeful and optimistic through vaccinations and continued efforts to stop the spread, we can conquer COVID-19 and succeed in our economic recovery. Today, we are here to celebrate two important people, and it is my honor to recognize them. Courtney Babcock, of the Chester County Conference and Visitors Bureau, congratulations on receiving the Chairman's Award. Courtney, congratulations and thank you for your dedication to the Visitors Bureau and the Exton Chamber. And James Stewart, Director of Your Local Network. Congratulations on receiving the President's Award. And thank you, James, for all your work to digitally promote and support the Chamber and its members. Again, thank you so much for the opportunity to recognize Courtney, James, and all the members of the Exton Chamber. Remember, my office is here to help. Do not hesitate to reach out, and please stay safe and healthy. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is State Senator Tim Carney. I want to thank the Exton Regional Chamber of Commerce for this opportunity to join you virtually for the annual review luncheon. I also want to thank the Chamber and its members for all your hard work and sacrifices in what has been an historically challenging time for the business community. I know how hard times have been for the business community. I'm a small business owner myself, running an architectural firm with my wife for the last 17 years. Small businesses fuel our economy and our dreams. You've had to adapt quickly during the pandemic, and you've continued to serve your community while facing significant hardships. As we roll out the vaccination process, I will continue to fight for the resources and support that you need to recover. Today, I want to congratulate my constituent, Courtney Babcock, for receiving the Chairman's Award. This award recognizes the outstanding commitment and dedication to the Chamber's mission, vision, and values. In her work with the Chester County Conference and Visitors Bureau, Courtney has demonstrated all this and more. Her dedication, generosity, and unshakable energy have made a challenging year that much easier. Congratulations on a well-deserved honor, Courtney. This pandemic has shown the power of community. We will conquer this virus together, and we will recover together. Please reach out to my office if there's anything we can do to help. Once again, congratulations to Courtney, and thank you to the Exton Chamber.
And now I would like to ask our commissioners, Marian Moskowitz, Michelle Kickline, and Josh Maxwell, to come to the podium and present the citations.
Works for me.
I can't put my glasses on while my mask is on because then I can't see anything. So. Good afternoon, everybody. It's so great to be with you in person and virtually. Hopefully this is the beginning of us getting back to normal and being all together at some point. Josh and Michelle are here, and they have the honor of presenting citations for both Jim and Courtney, two amazing people. But before they do, I just wanted to give you a moment to update on all the county's efforts alongside our many, many partners to support our business community as we navigate through this COVID-19 pandemic. All economies, including ours, were greatly hurt by COVID-19. Unemployment in April was at 12% in Chester County, but I am pleased to say that the resiliency that this county has shown through the summer and the fall have brought us down to 4.4%. The state of Pennsylvania at this moment is at 6.6%, so we are doing quite well, and we have the lowest numbers in the region. Every industry has been impacted differently, so it is very important that we be as supportive as possible to those most impacted. Our Workforce Development Board, the PA CareerLink Chester County office, and the United Way Financial Stability Center have offered virtual service. Then they moved to limited in-person services as the pandemic restrictions eased. Their expanded services included job searches, on-the-job training, career counseling, job fairs, and recruiting events. Last April, we established the COVID-19 Business Task Force, and the efforts of that task force led to the creation of Restore Chester County, the online resource providing guidance to businesses and residents on how to safely navigate COVID-19 through various stages of opening up, how to reopen and stay open. Since then, the Business Task Force has finalized the short-term targeted stabilization of 21 industry sectors and has now moved on to phase 2, which focuses on the broader long-term recovery. Last May, our first Main Street Preservation Grant Program, which was offered $5 million to small businesses, was able to award 250 businesses with small business grants. Our second Main Street Preservation Program, which provides a further $10 million in grants for small businesses, was launched in December, and we will shortly be announcing the awards for those businesses. Partnerships have truly helped us during this pandemic. Connections with the Economic Development Council, the United Way Financial Stability Center, a Workforce Development Board, township officials, borough officials, City of Coatesville, and of course, our Chambers of Commerce. Lori, where are you, Lori? Lori. Lori, you and your board members have worked so hard over the past 10 months to support your members, the region, and the county as a whole. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It's so important, and you were all there to work together with us. Chester County's strength in planning and in partnerships gives us a great advantage in moving forward economically. And the stepped approach we have taken to help businesses first steady the course, then move forward and grow will help us reshape our robust economy in the post-COVID-19 world, which we will get to soon. Thank you, and I'd like to ask Commissioner Maxwell to present the first citation.
Here they are. Commissioner.
Good afternoon. Thank you. It is a joy to be with you. I don't know if you noticed, we were looking for the proclamations there for a couple minutes, so I was jotting down things to say about my good friends Jim and Courtney for quite a while. If there was a year where, I'll just echo very briefly what Mary mentioned and highlight something, that if there's a year where it was important to recognize and celebrate the business community joining together to overcome something, it was this year. And I think the work of this chamber and your chamber partners has made our jobs a lot easier in having a voice in the business community and voices to know where we can apply grants, where we can get PPE, how we can better be a resource to employees and employers in Chester County. I just want to thank each and every one of you, Lori, Fran, the entire team with the Exton Chamber. You guys have made a very difficult year a little bit easier on all of us in Chester County, and I think are going to go a long way towards our economic recovery in 2021. So thank you. So I'm going to present a citation to Courtney from the Chester County Chamber of Business and Industry, and I'll read it to you if that's all right. On behalf of the 525,000 residents of the County of Chester, the Board of Commissioners of the County of Chester recognizes Courtney Babcock as recipient of the 2020 Chairman's Award presented by the Exton Regional Chamber of Commerce. Even before serving her first term as director in 2020, Courtney focused on how to best contribute to Exton Region Chamber's mission. An active participant of the annual dinner committee, which pivoted to the Special Events Council during the pandemic. Courtney used her expertise and access to connections as sales director of the Chester County Conference and Visitors Bureau to create a successful, physically distanced, yet socially connected event series. Quick to volunteer as secretary of the board meetings, very important job, and to offer support or advice during the challenge of 2020, Courtney made the role of chairperson all the easier. The Board of Commissioners, County of Chester, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania congratulates Courtney Babcock on receiving this award and thanks her for her contributions to the success of the Exton Chamber of Commerce. Congratulations. And we'll bring up Commissioner Michelle Kickline.
Good afternoon, everybody. One of the I guess, advantages or disadvantages of going last is all the good talking points have already been taken by my colleagues. So, and I also know that I'm probably the last thing between you and your dessert. But it is important just to note briefly that having been, I think, the only commissioner that was here for a significant period of time before COVID, I used to often say that the Desmond was my second home. So it is actually really good to be back here. And even though this is a small group and we're socially distanced, it's actually really good to see people. I love my dogs, but I'm seeing a little too much of them right now. So, we still have a long road ahead of us. And I think it was important for the three of us to be here live to reassure you that the business community really is paramount for all of us in Chester County. For those of us that have not only had businesses here, but have grown up here, have raised children here, we all know it's a special place, and we will continue to be here for you, to work hard for you, and please do not hesitate to reach out to any of us. We are available with any suggestions, positive or negative, and we will continue to work for you. And I'm so excited to present the citation for James Stewart, because he really is an example of what an individual can do with a business in this community. James Stewart is the recipient of, as we know, of the 2020 President's Award presented by the Exton Region Chamber of Commerce. He is the owner of Our Local Network, LLC, and Jim joined the Exton Region Chamber in mid-2018 and immediately made an impact with the chamber and its membership. A true ambassador, Jim recognized the value of chamber membership over the past 2 years and has convinced more than a handful of businesses to become members. He partnered with the chamber using the indoor billboard screens to promote the chamber, its members, and events. He is a faithful attendee and a successful contributor to the twice-monthly Connection Network group, and has participated in the virtual professional development series. Jim's recommendations on social media posting and support local everything illustrates his passion and support for the chamber and its members. Therefore, the Board of Commissioners, County of Chester, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, congratulates Jim on receiving the award and thanks him for his contributions to the success of the Exton Region Chamber of Commerce, signed by all three commissioners, Marion Moskowitz, Josh Maxwell, and Michelle Kickline.
Thank you so much, commissioners, for being here, for Jim, Courtney, for all you do. Maybe if you guys could just go to the side a little so that we can get a nice picture on live like we always do. See, I feel like directing again, like the old days. Marie, would you come up and just take a quick picture? We're low rent today. Thank you, Marie. Marie is also a faithful member of all our committees, event committees, and works for Oswald Building Services. Now I'd like to thank you all and introduce a woman who I probably wouldn't be standing here if not for her. I'd like to welcome our chairman of the board for 2020 and now 2021, Fran Shaw of Miller's Insurance.
I would first like to extend, again, heartfelt thanks both to our Executive Council and our Board of Directors, and of course, Laurie, our President. You'll see, I thought our names were up there. You would have noticed a bunch of names right there, and I would really like to just call out everybody's name. We have not been in person in a long time, and these folks surely deserve some recognition.
I'm back. I'm back, you're all here. All right, I couldn't not mess up once. It's not just not finding stuff. So if you don't mind, I'm going to read the names. Courtney Babcock, Chester County Conference and Visitors Bureau. Kelly Clark, Express Employment Services. Spencer Dean, Serve Equip. Bill Friedman, Blue Dog Printing and Design. David McEnone, Collegium Charter School. Barry Pelagatti, RKL LLP. Joe Pomorski, Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union. Ryan Silhan, Element Risk. Jennifer Smith, Preet, Exton Square Mall. Beth Stein from the Beth and CJ Stein Realty, Keller Williams. Stephanie Stevens from Chester County Community Foundation. Amy Stout from S&T Bank. Where's my rest of my list, people? Oh, gosh. Amanda Sundquist from Unruh Turner Burke and Fries. Chris Tabakin from IHI International. Ben Zajac from Simone Zajac. And especially our executive counsel, John Scully from Westchester Area School District. Jacqueline Motel from Fox Rothschild. Sean Rinda, Electrical Plus. And for the dedicated board members, now in their 7th year as board of directors, Lou Oswald. What am I going to do without you, dude? From Oswald Building Services. Diana Mattingly. Why can't you be here? From First Resource Bank. She's the past chair. And for our fearless leader, Fran Shaw from Miller's Insurance Agency, who's our board chair. We have some big shoes to fill with these 3 people going off the board after 2021. And I'd like to extend, and I am full of much gratitude and would like to extend, I have much gratitude to extend for their faithful service and investment in the Exton Region Chamber of Commerce. Please join me for a big round of applause. And now, since Fran got me back on track, I'd like to invite her to tell what she has in terms of her vision for 2021.
Sorry, I went a little off script, so again, I also want to just second what Lori just said about our board of directors and the executive council. I may have been chosen as the chairperson, but I have surely learned from every one of you, and we could not move the ERCC forward without you. You are each truly an asset to this organization, and I'm grateful for the time, talent, treasure that you each bring to this organization. So, as I started to prepare my remarks for today, I remembered standing before you last year as we began 2020, and I talked about paying it forward and supporting our local businesses. I also shared I'd gotten an elliptical, and I was attempting to commit going from 2 minutes to 15 minutes. I've made it to 15 minutes, but it's still the longest 15 minutes of my day. I often still need to recommit. Then came March 13th, and life as we knew it changed. We all thought it was only going to be a few weeks with the mask, and here we are, it's almost a year. Who would have thought we would all be going to the bank with a mask on, asking for money? Despite the many challenges, the ERCC and its members pulled together, and I saw many connections being made. We asked for some examples of these stories, and I will share just a few of those with you. We had realtors helping our members with their first-time home purchase. We had accounting conversations as we navigated through rules and regulations that probably changed by the minute. The importance of Googling your business was a good bit of information shared along with Go Local. Furniture selections were made as we all reconfigured our offices wherever they may be. One member talked about being shut down and how many rolled up their sleeves and worked through the challenges of COVID, seeking to be safe and still doing all that we can to get our local economy back to as near normal as possible. They had the help of many local contractors and also then worked to support many of our local eateries. These are just a few examples of the many stories that show the support for the Exton region in this area, and I thank all of you for sharing and spreading the good news. As we enter 2021 and consider that 2022 is the Exton Chamber's 50th anniversary, we want to be stronger than ever. While there seems to be many things that enter our headlines and grab attention, I would like if we can continue our focus on those things that will help to strengthen our community. Let us work to remain laser focused on our fellow neighbors, friends, and business associates, and those we have yet to meet. Help to share the encouragement, kindness, and support that binds us together. While we all help in some fashion to support our local businesses, I would ask that you continue with even a stronger sense of commitment to share those good stories and promote your fellow business owners. I would also ask you to check out the ERCC website first and utilize, if possible, our ERCC members. Share your story so others who are not aware of the ERCC may come to experience the camaraderie that we have and that we continue to build. They always say you buy from people you like. Help to spread the word about those you like. While I'm still learning the many nuances of social media, it is easier than ever to help promote a good experience. The Exton Chamber of Commerce and a strong commitment is more important now than ever. Just like each of you wish to grow your business, the ERCC is no different, and we look to grow significantly over this next year so we can celebrate our 50th anniversary with an even greater presence. As I stated earlier, we are stronger together, and with the support of each of you, I am confident that we will weather the storms and be even better than ever. The stronger the Exton region, the more we will all benefit. Thank you again to each and every one of you. And there are a couple of quotes. There's a couple that I found. Here is one. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is a process. Working together is a success. So no doubt we are a success. And then the next one I would like to share with you, I can't take credit, but I try to find all the good ones. If the community is happy, then they support your business. And if your business is doing well, then you can give back even more to the community. Again, I'm honored to be standing in front of all of you. I honestly had tears in my eyes a little bit when we were giving the awards, and I know how hard all of you work and how hard that lady over there works as well. You are all the heart of this organization. It takes all of us and the continued momentum to keep this going. So I'm really, really looking forward to a strong 2021. Yes, we'll have some hurdles. It's never easy, but together we can do this. So again, thank you, all of you, and thanks for being here today. And Lori, I don't know if you want to say any final words.
Thank you, Fran. Thank you, everybody here, everybody watching. I think this is the quickest luncheon we've ever quickly gone through. We missed a couple parts because we missed a couple, awards and everything. But we're going to turn off the cameras now. This will live live. We hope to see you virtually, people that are watching virtually soon, in person or on Zoom, another dreaded Zoom. But for the people that are live here, let's use this opportunity in this space, this beautiful Desmond Ballroom, to connect on that personal level and continue with that community of the Exton Chamber of Commerce. I really, really appreciate you all being here. And have a great rest of the weekend.